Hey everybody, HMV here, playing more Kerbal Space Program, and I have put the car here in a position where if I activate navigation to this guy, we're aimed at him. We got full fuel tanks. I have fiddled with the engines until I figured out what the right thrust limiting should be. I'm also going to disable this tank because as this thing drains, the center of mass changes drastically. As these guys drain, it doesn't. So I'm going to keep this guy locked until these guys are empty, and then I'm going to unlock him, which could prove to be fun. Also, I need to change. I just realized I need to change these. So I'm gonna set all these guys to deploy at the lowest pressure possible and the highest altitude possible, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're ready to go. One last thing, we need to control from here. That's the whole purpose of this probe core, is so we know which way is up, or which way is forward, I should say. Let's go ahead and turn the brakes off and hit Z. We're going to get a decent amount of vertical speed here. Probably, I would say, somewhere in the vicinity of 40 meters per second. And then we're going to start a gravity turn. The atmosphere of Duna isn't that bad, but it's not that great either. I think I also probably want to be about on these numbers here. And then we're going to switch to map mode. And then we're just going to watch our trajectory here as it goes, and we're going to fiddle and fix it as we go. Our altitude is 5 kilometers, so I think our apoapsis height is 5 kilometers, so I think being at the 45 is a little low at the moment. So we're just going to try to keep it right about here. And then we're watching our projected path, and we're already having issues here. I'm going to rotate it around. I would rather be forced upward than downward right now. Our projected path is looking pretty good. So I think we've nailed the direction here. A little concerned about the squirreliness of the craft, but there's really not much I can do about it. I mean, we're flying a brick through a thin atmosphere, but an atmosphere nonetheless. Our apoapsis is 14. We are likely chewing through fuel. Oh, I never turned this thing back on. I want this on. Yeah, we're at the point now where I don't think we can effectively thrust limit here. I'm not sorry, not thrust limit, where we can effectively keep our direction in one direction. Okay, definitely want to go farther south than we are going. It's actually getting easier to control, probably as we're getting less atmospheric interference here. Definitely farther south. Watching my speed here, because when my speed stops going, that means we're out of fuel. And it looks like we're not actually going to hit that. And of course, I'm watching the red line, not the blue one. And I basically want to nail this, because I don't think we're going to slow down too much when we get there. But anywhere close is fine. I think that's perfectly fine. Whew. Keep these experiments. Yes, keep the experiments. Yes, keep the experiments. Fine. Take another one. Why not? Yeah, we are almost out of fuel. So let's go ahead and activate this tank. And we'll just deal with the rest of it. We do have a full orange tank, and we've got 23. I think we can still get home. Possibly. I'm going to mark this with an F5. We have committed to this trajectory here. Let's get the brakes back on. And hey, we're in space. Let's take a whole new set of experiments. Daniel, go ahead and hop out on EVA. Take your EVA report. You got to do something. A little concerned about how high up we're going. And thereby how quickly we're hitting the atmosphere. Let's go ahead and also aim ourselves retrograde. If we have to, we will go nuts on the burn here. I would rather land these guys and have no chance of getting home than not land them. And I actually think I should probably start my burn here. Yeah, my suicide burn distance is already in the negatives. So let's go ahead and hit the... we can't hit the spacebar though yet. You know what? We can't hit the spacebar. Okay. Okay, drogue shoots are helping. Regular shoots are coming. Actually, the drogue shoots haven't even gone yet. Okay. Yeah, I staggered all the shoots in semi-random order. So they're not gonna pop until we get to like a kilometer off the surface, but I think we're good. We still got $2 grand in the tank, which I don't know what that means exactly for our chances. One thing I know for our chances is this is bad. Hopefully, yeah, we're turning. Okay. Let's go and rotate this guy around so we don't have to turn when we land. We are 22 kilometers away, which is annoyingly far. It's about as far as we were before. Well, we are coming down at 8.4 meters per second, so I think we're just going to land. We don't need to use the engines anymore. We also don't need to pack the chutes anymore. We're getting even more parachutes. 8.1. Yeah, and we're on this slope, so actually we're going to come down and land pretty nicely, it looks like. This is like perfect for this slope. Let's say mission control planned for this. We also have a bit of control with the RCS. I'm sorry, not the RCS, but the SAS. Kill a little bit of our downward velocity just to make sure the wheels are fine. Keep all these. Okay, we got a control from this guy now. Because for some reason the car just won't drive if he's aimed upwards. We're just going to cut a sharp corner here. So we're not heading down this slope anymore. Which should allow us to stop and kill these. And then let's hit F5 to mark this occasion. And now we're going to stage away this contraption. We're actually going to turn these off first. This is something I've never tested, so I don't know exactly what's going to happen. It seems to have worked. Let's put the brakes back on. There she goes. Okay. Keep all these experiments. Geez, we have so many experiments. Daniel, go ahead and hop out on EVA. Get an EVA report. Go ahead and get the surface sample from your thing, too. Okay. Well, we got a 22-kilometer drive, and there's no reason for you to watch it, so I'll be back. Kilometer away, there goes our debris. I don't know why that kind of thing triggers experiments. I don't know why we're getting so many of these things. It's crazy. I guess they're storing in each command pod or something. Yeah, it's every time something in the game state changes, it just runs them all over again, even though we can't use them. We are heading 33 meters per second, which is kind of fast. Yeah, I'm going to turn this thing off because it's annoying me. The good news is that this speed will be there in 8 minutes. The bad news is at this speed we might die when we hit this bump here. As long as the wheels don't pop, I should be fine. Uh-oh. I've got full reverse on, but I really don't think it's helping that much. 50 meters per second. We'll be there in 6 minutes. Luckily, I think we could actually handle this. Oh, maybe we can't. We're starting to bump. She's starting to shimmy. I don't dare put the brakes on. And I could tap them. Oh, boy. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Let's restore from quick save. Okay, stage this thing away. Let it do its thing. Turn the brakes off. Start driving with this guy as our control from here. Set this as our target. Let's try this again without dying. I think when we get to about 40 meters per second, I'm going to try putting the brakes on. We made it over this thing. That's the annoying part. We made it pretty far. Yeah, what I'd like to do is get down this slope into this valley here and then stop and do another quick save. I don't really think I have a choice to not go all the way down the hill, though. I don't think I have the ability to stop this thing. Jane, stop this crazy thing. Although I think possibly I can go around this big lump here a little bit to the side. I mean, if I put the brakes on, we are slowing down, not significantly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just try to follow the lay of the land here as much as I can without flipping this guy. We are still speeding up, but it seems like under 40 meters per second, this guy handles pretty well. Looks like as far as holding the speed goes, somewhere around 10 degrees is where we start to speed up. If we keep it under a 10-degree slope, which now we're at 15 degrees, but if we can keep it under a 10-degree slope, we don't speed up. We actually slow down. So as long as I pay attention to that, I should be fine. Definitely 40 meters per second is a pretty nice soft limit. 50 is the danger zone. Anything over 50 is the danger zone. And this is a nasty looking slope coming up here. And oh, flip around, flip all the way, flip all the way. Dang it. Okay, brakes off. Stage. Start driving. Activate navigation. Okay, let's try something different. Let's keep the brakes on. Let's go this way. Wow, that landed surprisingly close to us. Yeah, I'm going to make 30 meters per second be my be what I consider the danger zone, which we are in right now. And there's nothing I can do because I got the brakes on. I'm going backwards. Aha. Holding A, S, and D, or holding S to go backwards, then hitting A and D, does slow us down significantly. So if I get into that danger zone, I can fix it. I just have to watch which way I'm turning as I'm braking and make sure I brake the other way. Yeah, braking with the A turns me towards the A. Braking with the D turns me towards the D. But that definitely gives me more control. And we're almost down into the valley. So I think that's what it was. Just had to be a little more careful to go a little slower. Now let's turn towards this guy. I'm going to keep the brakes on, and we're gonna coast to a stop eventually here. And then I'm going to do a quick save, and then I'm going to keep going. But I think we're out of the danger zone. Danger zone. Okay, quick saved. 17 kilometers. Rest stop number 2, 10 kilometers away. Either that is pointing at where it's going to be on that upslope, or it's just on the other side of it. I'm hoping it's not on the other side of the horizon here. But we're only 4 kilometers away, or 4.5-ish kilometers away. So it looks like it's just on the other side of this hill. Yeah, it's been a long, slow going. I don't know how people do the Elcano challenge. You have to be watching TV or something while you're doing this, because just doing this for the past 10 minutes or so, I'm ready to throw in the towel and be like, I'm done. I never want to drive across the surface of a planet again. Still can't see anything, so I'm assuming it's over this little rise here. But I know the something shiny. I know what it is. I've been there before. But I for those of you who don't know, who for some reason are watching this, it is very small. The something shiny object. So I fully expect to not be able to see it until we're on top of it. Now that we know the slow down trick, or I should say now that we know the speed up trick works with slowing down, we're a little more willing to get closer to it than we would. We are 500 meters away though, so let's definitely put the brakes on. Michael is very excited. He finally gets to do his portion of the mission. What could that be stuck apparently in the ground? Okay, Michael. Time to hop out and do your job after we hit F5. What a curiosity this thing is. Looks like it was made on Kerbin to me. I don't know about that. Those don't look like any parts we have in the VAB. But okay, go ahead and plant your flag. Let's go ahead and turn science back on. And just so you know, I haven't shown it, but everybody has planted a flag. Okay, Michael, get in there. Oh boy, oh boy. And I think I'm going to end it here. And I hope you enjoyed watching this. Next episode, we're going to get these guys back into orbit and hopefully get them heading home. And we're also going to get the Joule Fiver to Joule, and we're going to figure out where everything is. I'm hoping we'll do that all in one episode. I hope you're looking forward to that. I'm definitely looking forward to doing it. I'm HMV, and I will, as always, talk at you later.